Here it comes from the MVG Production Studios on YouTube. It's time once again for our biggest tournament of the year. 10 contestants will battle it out through 7 different game shows, testing their strategies, knowledge, and luck. In the end, only one person will be able to call themselves champion. Who will it be this year? Find out as we play the 2024 Gameshow Marathon. And now, here is your hostess with the mostest, Sunny Scruggs.
Thanks so much, Kevin. Hello, everyone. Welcome to night 2 of the 2024 Gameshow Marathon. Yesterday, we saw Neil win his way to the semifinal round with a great game of Split. Now, our other 9 contestants will compete in the quarterfinal round, vying for our jackpot, which currently stands at $279,001. Let's get the quarterfinal started with Tipping Point here on Gameshow Marathon.
Tonight, our 3 players will have to tackle our marvelous machine. Will somebody be able to get our lucky chip out of it to win $100,000? Find out today on Tipping Point. And now, here is your host of Tipping Point, Hunter Dillon.
Thank you. Thank you, Kevin Henry. And thank you, everybody. We welcome you to night 2 of the Gameshow Marathon. And I got to say, I am very blessed and honored that Brandon has entrusted me to be the first guest host here at the Gameshow Marathon. So hats off to you, Brandon, and thank you for letting me do this. Tonight's game, it is night 2. It is our first quarterfinal game, and tonight we are playing a little game from the United Kingdom that we've decided to import over here to the United States, and we've been having a lot of fun with it over here at MVG. We are playing Tipping Point, the very popular quiz game with a very giant coin machine that pays off a lot of money, and tonight it could pay off $100,000 cold hard cash. One of our 3 contestants. And speaking of our contestants, let's say hello to them. First of all, on the left, we have Nels Snesrud, who last night on Split won $17,167. Welcome back, Nels.
Thank you.
In the middle, we have Scott Michaels, who racked up $22,667. Welcome back to you, Scott.
Hello, Hunter.
And we have Doug Trovinger, who last night on Split took Brandon for $19,000 even. Welcome, Doug.
Thank you, sir. Good to see you.
And as Sunny said at the top of the show, our jackpot currently stands at $279,001, and by the end of the night, that could be added another $100,000 to that. We welcome all 3 of you here. By the end of the show, only one of you will be left standing, and that person will be moving on to the semifinal round, and we'll have a chance at our jackpot round for the chance to put $100,000 into the jackpot for our finale. Here's how it works. I'm going to ask you a series of questions. Your correct answers will earn you counters in our giant tipping point machine. Each counter that comes out of that machine is worth $500. We have 3 mystery counters. Those are green. Those award a bonus prize in addition to the $500 if it lands in the win zone. We also have 2 double counters. If any of those fall in the win zone, then the entire drop value is doubled. Whoever is left standing after 3 rounds will be our winner. Will get to keep their cash. Actually, all 3 of you will get to keep their cash, but it's important that the winner gets to keep their cash because that will be added to the jackpot, and then they'll have a chance to go for the $100,000. Okay? Is everybody ready?
Yeah. Ready.
Round 1, it is on the buzzer. I have given you each 3 counters. Every time you give a correct answer, you have the opportunity to either play one of your own counters or force one of your opponents to play one of theirs. If you give an incorrect answer, then one of your counters will be placed into the penalty pot, which we will discuss later if and when that occurs, okay? So if all 3 of you are ready, let's begin with our first round. Good luck to the 3 of you. Get your hands on the buzzers. Let's begin. Question number 1. What food group is a cucumber technically in? Scott?
Fruit.
That is a fruit. You're absolutely correct. All right, Scott, you got the first correct answer of the game. You've got 3 counters. Play one or force one of your opponents to play one of theirs.
I will play.
Okay, tell me by number 1, 2, 3, or 4 which drop zone you would like to place your first counter in.
Drop zone 2, please.
Light it up, please. When you're ready. Here it comes. Smack dab in the middle. It lies flat. Looks like you're going to at least push one out. Yes.
Nice.
And you might start with a little bit of money here. Yeah. As you can see, each counter is worth $500. One went over the tipping point, which means $500 goes into your bank. That's a nice start, Scott. All right, Scott has 2 counters. Everybody else has 3. Here is your next question. What type of animal is Napoleon in George Orwell's Nell?
A dog.
That is incorrect. In George Orwell's novel Animal Farm, a pig. Unfortunately, I've got to take one of your counters away. That goes in the penalty pot. We'll talk about that later. Nels and Scott with 2 counters, Doug with 3. Next question for the 3 of you reads as follows. Which character in Shakespearean play killed Polonius? Which character in a Shakespearean play killed Polonius? Nels?
Hamlet?
That is right. It is Hamlet. All right, 2 counters. Do you want to play one or force one of your opponents to
I
play
want
one of
to
theirs?
play one.
You're going to force Doug. All right, so Doug, which drop zone would you like?
Let's go with drop zone 1.
Drop zone 1, we light that up for you.
And okay, I'm gonna wait for it to reset here. Now,
Here it comes. Okay. That is flat as well. That is good. Gonna get at least 1 over, maybe? No.
Wow.
So nothing went over, which means no money for you that time. That was a good decision on your part to pass there, Nels. Everybody with 2 counters. Next question. This is a multiple choice question. More than 1 million, more than 1 billion, or more than 1 trillion. How many scents can the human nose detect? Doug.
is it more than 1 million?
No, more than 1 trillion, actually.
Ooh, okay.
That's a little fun fact for you. You've lost one of your counters. You have only 1 left. There are 2 in the penalty pot. Next question. And by the way, Nels and Scott each with 2 as well. A chameleon's tongue is up to twice the length of its what? Scott.
Body.
Of its body, yes. All right, Scott, 2 counters. Nels has 2. Doug has 1. Play or pass?
I will take it.
Okay, which drop zone?
1.
Drop zone 1. Scott already has $500. Here it comes.
Stay over there. Yes. Yes.
Hold on.
I like it. I like it.
I don't like this.
Oh,
Whoa!
whoa, boy. That's gonna be a biggie.
Tsunami!
Oh.
With the second wave!
Well, you're gonna get a second wave. Oh boy! That is a beautiful drop. 9 counters go over the tipping point at $500 per. That's $4,500. You just added a 0. You've got $5,000.
Wow!
Okay, Nels 0, Scott 5,000, Doug 0, and Nels has 2 counters. Scott and Doug each have 1 left. Next question. Originally in the 1830s, ketchup was sold as what? Scott.
Medicinal product.
Medicinal product or medicine, yes. All right, 1 counter, pass it or play.
I am going to play it.
Okay.
And I'm going to try drop zone 2 to try to get that prize out.
All right, drop zone 2.
You are so greedy person.
I am playing my tournament life, Nils.
Well, so am I.
Here it comes. Down it comes, and
I like it.
that is flat.
I like it.
Well,
Oh, wow.
Oh.
you liked it, huh?
I didn't think that would
Ouch.
be a gap filler.
Let's just wait, let it go one more here, but I think that is not going to pan out well. I'm sorry about that.
Ooh, that's all right.
All right, well, you're out of counters, but remember, you could be back in it later on because remember that penalty pot play. Nels and Doug, this
Yep.
is for the two of you. Listen up. Next question. What do male lions do about 20 hours a day? Doug.
Do they sleep?
They do sleep for about 20 hours a day. Well, there you go. All right, pass or play. You've got one counter left.
I want to play.
Okay, which drop zone would you like?
I want to try Drop Zone 2.
Gonna try for the prize that Scott failed to get. Let's see if he can. Here it comes. And that's not gonna get the prize, but it is gonna lie flat. It might not get the prize unless some lateral movement comes into play. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a second. Look at that! You got yourself a bonus prize. Hold on just a second. We might get a second wave here. I'm not too sure. Wow. 7 counters went over the tipping point. That's $3,500. You also win yourself a bonus prize. You've won yourself a motorbike valued at $1,000.
Sweet.
So congratulations to you. All right, so you're out, Doug, because you are out of counters. Nels, you have 2 left, so these are all for you, okay? What color is human blood that isn't oxygenated? Yes, Nels?
Red.
Right.
Okay.
All right. Which drop zone?
I'm gonna take the please.
Light it up for Nels. He's got no money on the board. He needs to get some right now to kind of help himself going into round 2 here. That seems good. We knew it was going to lie flat. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. There goes 2 over the tipping point. He might get a 3rd.
Oh.
Well, that's still money. 2 went over the tipping point. Got $1,000 out of that.
That's fine. I'm not worried.
All right, Nels, next question. And here it is. What is the largest French-speaking country outside of France? Yes, Nels?
Canada.
Yes, it is Canada. Okay, which drop zone?
3.
Gonna try number 3 again.
Yeah.
See what you get here. Oh, right in the area of that mystery and that double. Okay, there goes 1. And that is going to be worth $500.
Hey, I'll take it.
Okay, there are 2 counters in the penalty pot. All 3 of you are back in. I'm going to ask you a question. If you answer it correctly, you get to drop the counters that are in the penalty pot. So get your hands on your buzzers. Here's the question. In the Harry Potter books and movies, which character killed Albus Dumbledore? Nels?
Cyrus Black.
No, that's incorrect. It was Severus Snape.
No.
So you're out of it. Scott and Doug, I've got another question for you guys. Here it is. A jellyfish is made up of 95% of what? Jellyfish is made up of 95% of what, Doug?
Is it water?
Yes, it is. 2 counters. What are we starting with?
Let's start with drop zone 3, please.
Drop zone 3 it is.
Try to get a couple of those counters off the edge there.
Ooh. Okay. Maybe a little bit of lateral movement will help here. Yes, it did, actually. There you go. And that is worth some money. Whoa! 4 counters. And, ooh, that one might have been a rider there. That one might have been a rider. Yeah, it was, but that's still $2,000, and that gives you the lead by 1 counter, but you still have 1 to go. Where are we going?
Let's go drop zone 1.
Light it up.
Try to get that there on the right side if you're looking at it. And
Looks good.
that's where I wanted it to land.
That's going to connect with the other 2 there. That might push that black one over. It does. And it's going to push 3 more over the tipping point. Another $1,500. That takes you to $7,000. So, at the end of round 1, Doug, you have $7,000. Scott, you have $5,000. Nels, you're in the game with $1,500. Now, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to play our 30-second rapid-fire round, and this round's going to decide which one of our 3 players will be leaving the Game Show Marathon tonight. So, stick around, come back, find out who's going to move on to the 3rd round. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to Game Show Marathon, everybody. We are playing Tipping Points with Nell Cesrud, Scott Michaels, and Doug Trobinger. Right now, Doug has the lead with $7,000. Scott has $5,000. Nels is on the board with $1,500. Remember, players, at the end of this round, we will be saying goodbye to one of you, and that one of you will be the player with the lowest score. Right now, Nels, you are on the bubble, so
I know.
you might want to get a move on here. All right. In round 2, I will be asking 30 seconds worth of rapid-fire questions to each of you. For every correct answer you get, we will give you 1 counter at the machine. Now, Doug, you're currently in the lead right now, so that gives you an opportunity, to either take this first set of 30-second questions or give it to one of your opponents. Who's going to get the first set of 30-second questions?
Give it to Scott.
Okay, Scott? And... well, that wasn't going to count anyway. Obviously, if the machine is not in play while that happens, if it drops in the win zone, does not count. That rule will not apply to our bonus game if and when we get there. We are evidently going to get there at some point. All right, Scott, 30 seconds on the clock worth of questions. Are you ready?
Ready.
Your time starts now. Who was the first African American to host his own national late-night television talk show?
Steve Harvey.
No, Arsenio Hall. Which Popeye cartoon character is known for saying, "I will gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today"?
Olive oil.
Wimpy. Which Truman Capote book recounts the 1959 murder of a rural Kansas family?
Pass.
In Cold Blood. Groucho Marx plays the dictator of what fictitious country in the movie Duck
Pass.
Soup? Fredonia. What deep shade of red is the school nickname of Harvard University sports teams? Time is up.
God.
Crimson was the answer. Scott, I'm afraid that was worth no counter.
Oh.
You're at $5,000, but you never know. You might still be in the game. It all depends on how the rest of this round goes. Doug, you still have the lead amongst the remaining players, you and Nels. Who is going to get the next set of 30-second questions?
Nels.
All right, Nels.
Okay.
We're gonna need a whole lot of counters here. You ready to go?
Yeah.
Here we go. 30 seconds on the clock. And your time starts now. In children's literature, the character known as the man with the yellow hat is the trusted companion of what monkey?
Curious George.
Right. In 1994, a Maryland man crashed an airplane onto the lawn of what Washington, D.C. building?
The White House?
Right. In music, which singer turned the song Unforgettable into a duet with her late father?
Nana Cole.
Correct. How long does it take light to travel from the sun to the earth? 8 seconds or 8
12.
minutes? No, 8 minutes. Tap dancing star Bill Robinson went by which nickname that was also the title of his biography?
Pass.
Mr. Bojangles, time is up.
I got 3.
You got 3, but the
Good job,
question
Nels.
is, will that be enough?
Yeah.
Got 3 counters. Where do you want to drop your first one?
Let's go number 3.
Number 3. Light it up. Here it comes. Off to the left. Rolling a bit. Stops. And lies flat.
I need this.
Oh boy. That's 1. Try it again, Nels.
Let's try number 4 this time.
Drop zone 4 we go. Points in play. Flat.
Come on.
Oh boy.
Oh!
I don't know what to do.
1 counter left, Nels.
Number 4. I have to go 4.
All right. This is essentially a do or die situation.
Yeah. Oh, come on.
Goes to the left.
That might be helpful for you, Nels.
Maybe.
A little bit of lateral movement there. It's flat.
Come on.
He's got to get at least 7 over the tipping point to stay in this game and to stay in the marathon. It's looking pretty good right now. It's looking good. He just needs 2 more to come out to stay in the game. Yes!
Oh, God.
By the skin of your teeth, you are still in it. 9. Go over the tipping point, $4,500. And you also got a mystery counter, which means, Nels,
Yeah.
you've just won yourself, you're going to love this, groceries for a year. Every month for an entire year, we are giving you a $200 voucher good for any grocery store in the good old United States of America. That is $2,400.
Thank you.
Well done, Nels.
Thank you.
That means, Nels, you have essentially saved your tournament life. You have $6,000. You're in second place. Doug, it's over to you now. 30 seconds worth of questions. We know which 2 are going through, but let's see if you can add some more counters and maybe add on to your lead. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right, let's put 30 seconds onto the clock, and your time starts now. Which nation won its independence from European colonial powers first, India or Algeria?
Algeria.
No, India. On television's original fantasy island, who played the mysterious Mr. Rourke?
Pass.
Ricardo Montalban. What bookstore chain owns B. Dalton and Doubleday bookshops?
Barnes and Noble.
Correct. In which European country would you find the port city of Antwerp?
Got one.
Belgium. In literature, what American poet wrote I Sing the Body Electric?
Was it Poe?
It was Walt Whitman. Time is up.
Okay, I got 1.
1 counter. Let's see if it's enough to pad your lead. Doug, which drop zone would you like?
2.
Drop zone 2. Light it up.
I'm gonna try to get that double off the edge. Eek.
Goes over
Oh,
to the
that's good.
left. That lies flat. Good. Oh! So at the end of round 2, Doug, you have $7,000. Nels, you have $6,000. You're both going through to the next round. Scott, unfortunately, we have found your tipping point. You have been eliminated from the Game Show Marathon. You have been eliminated from tipping point, but did you have fun?
I did. That one hurt.
That one did hurt. It was very close. Scott, you won $5,000 here tonight. We add that to your winnings from last night, which means, Scott, your total winnings for this year amount to $27,667. A big round of applause, everybody, for Scott Michael.
Thank you. See you all tomorrow for my game, but good luck to the two competitors tonight.
Thank
All
you.
right. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, Doug and Nels are going to battle it out in our head-to-head round, where one of them will have a chance to add $100,000 to our jackpot. Who will it be? We'll find out right after this. Don't go anywhere. This is Game Show Marathon at MVG. Welcome back, everybody, to Game Show Marathon. Now, for those of you who are watching this right now, don't adjust your sets, don't adjust your computers or anything like that. Sometimes during the commercial break, sometimes chips will fall as we're adding new ones to the machine, and sometimes the special counters will fall. In this case, we inadvertently had a double counter drop during the commercial break, so what we decided to do with the good intent of our players and with the permission of producer Brandon Scruggs, we put that double counter back into the machine. It is now on the top shelf, so you are not seeing things that just happened. We decided, out of fairness, since it was not won, to put it back into the machine for the goodness of our players and for the fairness of our players. All right. Doug, you have $7,000. Nels, you have $6,000. And now we're going to move on to our third round, which this is our head-to-head round. Now, here's how this is going to work. Each of you are going to get 3 questions. When you're asked a question, you can either answer it yourself or pass it to your opponent. Whoever takes the question, if you get the question right, you get to drop a counter in the machine. If you answer incorrectly, then your opponent will get to drop that counter. After 6 questions, whoever has the most money will be our winner. We'll be moving on to the semifinals of the Game Show Marathon, and we'll have a chance to drop our jackpot counter with a chance at $100,000. Doug, you have the most money, which means you're going to get the first question, okay?
Okay.
And here is your first question. Which sitcom featured a British theater producer who hires a child care worker played by Fran Drescher? Do you want to answer this question, or do you want to pass to Nels?
Can you repeat the question, please?
Which sitcom featured a British theater producer who hires a child care worker played by Fran Drescher?
I'll go ahead and answer it.
Okay, what is your answer?
The Nanny.
Is the correct answer The Nanny? It is The Nanny. Well done. Okay, Doug, which drop zone would you like?
Drop zone 1.
Drop zone 1, light it up for Doug. Eek.
I guess it didn't geek.
It didn't
Try it
eek.
again.
Try, there it goes.
Seamus wasn't paying attention.
No, he wasn't. Even at the Game Show Marathon, he just doesn't pay attention to anything. That's flat. That's good. That's good. That's gonna get, ooh, one's riding. Oh, both ride. Let's see if it at least gets a little bit of movement out of this here before we confirm this drop. Oh! $1,000. 2 counters went over the tipping point. Okay, Nels, this is your question.
Okay.
In literature, which nationally syndicated gossip columnist published a memoir titled Natural Blonde? Do you want to answer this, or do you want to pass this off to Doug?
I won't pass.
Okay, Doug, I'll repeat it again for you. In literature, Which nationally syndicated gossip columnist published a memoir titled Natural Blonde?
Well, what is her name? Was it Dr. Joyce Brothers?
Is it Dr. Joyce Brothers? Is the correct answer Dr. Joyce Brothers? No,
No.
it's Liz Smith.
Oh, okay.
Liz
Yeah,
Smith. All right, Nels, it's yours.
I'm gonna try drop zone 2.
Okay, light it up. Here it comes down the chute. Ooh. It's gonna start rolling a little bit. And it is flat.
That's good.
Oh!
Okay.
No money for that one. All right. All right, Doug. Second question is yours. Or this is your third question is yours, actually. But this is the second question for you. In anatomy, the metacarpals are bones located in which part of the human body? You want to answer this, or do you want to pass it to Nels?
Pass it.
Okay, Nels, I'll repeat it for you. In
I got
anatomy, the metacarpals are bones located in which part of the human body?
The wrist.
Is the correct answer the wrist? The wrist / the hand.
Oh, metacarpal tunnel. Yeah, carpal tunnel. Yes. Good job. Good job.
Okay, Nels.
I'm gonna take drop zone 1.
Gonna try it again. Drop zone 1.
Yeah.
There's a lot of counters that are just teetering
Yeah,
over the edge.
that's why I went that way. Hopefully.
That was a very quick bounce.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Flat.
Good.
And that is going to, oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. 7. Go over the tipping point. Let's just make sure that's it before we confirm the drop. $3,500. Nels goes into the lead with $9,500. Nels, this is your second question. You ready?
Okay. Yeah.
In photography, what term for a camera stand comes from the Latin for three-footed?
Tripod.
He's got to answer it. Is the correct answer tripod? Is tripod. All right, Nils. Which drop zone?
2.
Drop zone 2. Let's see how this turns out. Perfect. That is just perfect. Now, can we pad your lead a little bit here? One goes over. Don't ride. Don't ride. Yes, it's going to lie flat, it looks like. Yep, perfectly flat. And 2. Go over the tipping point, another $1,000. You're now into 5 figures, $10,500.
Okay.
Okay, Doug, this is your third and last question. Here it is. Which Roman gladiator led a slave revolt that became the subject of a 1960 Kirk Douglas film? You want to answer this, or do you want to pass it off to Nell?
Pass. Right.
I'll repeat it again for you. Which Roman gladiator led a slave revolt that became the subject of a 1960 Kirk Douglas film?
Jason and the Argonauts.
Is it Jason and the Argonauts? No, it's actually Spartacus.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh my God.
Doug, this is yours. Which one would you like?
I'm gonna go with Drop Zone 2.
Drop Zone 2.
Try to get it on that left side. It's gonna ride. Okay.
No, it's not going to ride. It's going to lie flat.
It's gonna ride flat.
Ride flat. Oh. This might be good. Ooh, maybe not. Oh, ooh. That's not good. All right, Doug.
Right.
Could still very well be in it. Nels, this is your last question.
Yeah.
And this is the last question of the game, at least as far as the regular game is concerned.
Yeah.
William Gray installed the first public coin-operated version of what device at a Connecticut bank in 1889? Do you want to answer this, or do you want to pass to Doug?
Could you repeat it one more time, please?
William Gray installed the first public coin-operated version of what device at a Connecticut bank in 1889?
I'm going to pass.
Okay, Doug. You have to get this question right. If you don't, Nels will win. I'll repeat it again. William Gray installed the first public coin-operated version of what device at a Connecticut bank in 1889?
Is it a telephone?
Stay in the game is the correct answer. Telephone. It is telephone.
Oh.
That's the first hurdle. Now, the thing is, though, you're going to need 6 counters to win this game. 5 will force a tiebreaker. Which drop zone?
Drop Zone 1.
All right. You need 5 to tie, 6 to win. Good luck.
And
Here we go. Will Doug stay in the game? Will Nels be moving on? Will Doug move on? Will we have a tiebreaker? It all depends on the outcome of this drop. It's flat. One rides. One lies flat. Here it comes. 2 go over, but it's not enough. $9,000. And by the skin of your teeth, Nels, you have won with $10,500.
God.
Oh boy, that was a very hard fought and a very close game. You two should not be ashamed of yourselves. Give yourselves a round of applause.
Oh.
wow, I was hoping to go through the middle. That one row got me.
Well, Doug, I'm afraid to say that we have found your tipping point. You have been eliminated from the game and you have been eliminated from the marathon. But did you have fun?
Absolutely.
Well,
I had a great time, so thank you.
You're very, very welcome. Now, let me tell you, you won $9,000 from the game. You got the mystery prize. You got the motorbike. That's $1,000. When we add that to your previous winnings, Doug, your total for this year's Game Show Marathon, $29,000 in cash and prizes. A round of applause for Doug Trovinger, everybody.
Thank you.
Well, Nels, you did it. You have done it. You are through to the semifinals of the Game Show Marathon.
Okay.
Now, how would you like to add $100,000 to our jackpot?
I would love that, Hunter.
Well, you're going to get your chance to add that to our jackpot, and we're going to play our end game. You're going to drop our jackpot counter.
I
Yes.
thought I lost it on that last question by passing to Doug. I had no idea what to payphone.
Well, there you go. You learn something new every day. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, Nels is going to drop our jackpot counter into our machine with the hopes of getting it out again for $100,000. Will he do it? Find out after this on Gameshow Marathon. Welcome back to Gameshow Marathon. Well, Nels, you did it.
Yeah.
Have blistered through the competition, blazed through it. You went through 3 grueling rounds, and here you are standing tall. How do you feel right?
After being in last place at the end of the first round, that lit a fire under my butt.
Well, obviously that fire really helped out because now you're standing tall. You are through to the semifinal round of the Gameshow Marathon this year. You have pocketed to this point $10,500, and now we're about to play our bonus game, our jackpot round for $100,000. Now, in a moment, I'm going to let you drop our jackpot counter. It is a lot bigger, both in terms of size and in terms of value. If you can get that jackpot counter out again, you will be taking home $100,000, and in addition, we'll be adding $100,000 to the progressive jackpot for the end of the marathon. So, with that said, Nels, which drop zone are you placing the jackpot counter?
I'm going to try number 1 this time.
Going to go for number 1. Light it up. Here we go.
I hope it's a good choice.
Here it comes. Okay. No money for that. Remember, every counter is still worth $500. A double still doubles everything. Now, technical difficulties. Okay, I really want to help you win this money, okay?
Yeah.
And here's how we're going to do this. I've got 6 categories. Each has 3 questions worth 1, 2, and 3 counters.
Okay.
The more counters a question is worth, the harder it's going to be. You give me a correct answer, you will earn that many counters. If you're wrong, though, the category goes dead. Okay? Now, your categories are arts and literature, entertainment, geography, history, language, and lifestyle. Now, of those 6, which category do you want to start with?
Entertainment, please, for 3.
For 3. All right, here is your first question, and in this round, all of the questions are multiple choice.
Okay.
A 1970 film was titled Suppose They Gave a War and What? Was it Nobody Came, Nobody Died, Nobody Bothered?
I'm going to say nobody died.
Is the correct answer. Suppose they gave a war and nobody died. Suppose they gave a war and nobody came.
Okay, that's fine.
All right.
What
next?
Let's try art and literature for 2.
I'm going to try for 2 this time. All right. Here's the question. Charles Dodgson was the real name of the author who wrote which of these stories? Was it Peter Pan, The Jungle Book, or Alice in Wonderland?
I'm going to say Peter Pan.
Is the correct answer Peter Pan? Alice in Wonderland.
Oh, okay.
Oof. All right, 2 categories dead already. Pick another.
Let's go lifestyle for 3, please.
For 3 counters, here is the question. In 2003, the motorcycle company Harley-Davidson celebrated what anniversary? 50th, 75th, or 100th?
I'm going to say 75th. Fine.
Is the correct answer 75th anniversary? No, it's this 100th anniversary.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
You're 0 for 3.
Let's try geography for 2.
For 2. All right, here is the question. By population, what is the 2nd largest city in Russia? Is it Kiev, Minsk, or St. Petersburg?
I'm torn with 2. I'm gonna say Kiev.
Is the correct answer Kiev? No! It is
Is
St.
this
Petersburg.
God,
Oh boy.
the other one I was torn to. God. Okay.
2 categories left, history or language.
Let's try language for 3.
For 3. All right, here is your question.
I knew this.
What would you wear in Germany if they gave you a Mantel, M-A-N-T-E-L? Would it be a coat, a dress, or a blanket?
I'm gonna say a coat.
Is the correct answer a coat?
Please.
It is a coat.
Okay. Okay.
Drop zone 1?
Yeah. Yeah.
Here we go. Oh, that's not quite where you want it to go.
No, but
Oh,
Ooh.
okay.
nothing for that one.
Next
You have
one,
2
right?
left.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Drop zone 1.
Yeah.
Get it over to the right. Get it over to the... Ooh, no, not quite. Let's see. Is that gonna... Yep. Oh. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Let's see if any more come out. Okay.
That's fine.
$2,500 more dollars. That takes you to $13,000. You have 1 left.
Drop zone 1.
Here we go. Need this to land right, and it does.
Yes. Okay.
And that is right about where you want it to be.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, it kind of shifted a little bit. That might be a filler, though. Oh, man. That's a filler, but
Hey.
that's going to get some money out of there, though. Another 5. $2,500. You go to $15,500. We have 1 category left. It is history.
Try for 3, please.
Gonna try for 3. All right. In which present-day U.S. state was the military hero George Custer killed? Was it Idaho, Wyoming, or Montana?
Repeat the choices one more time, please.
Idaho, Wyoming, Montana.
Montana is coming for me. I will say Montana.
Is the correct answer Montana? Yes, it is.
Okay. Drop zone 1.
Gonna go for it. Drop zone 1. Here we go.
Yes.
Oh, no.
It took a big bounce.
Yeah, it did. It's gonna lie flat, though. Maybe some lateral movement will come in here.
Yeah, hopefully.
Not quite.
Hey, more money, more money.
That's another $1,000. 2 more go over the tipping point. You go to $16,500. Drop zone 1 again.
You don't even have to ask.
I do have to ask because I just want to make absolute certain.
Yeah, drop zone 1, sir.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yes.
Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not.
Hey, it can knock you to the.
Well, it did nudge the jackpot a little bit. Another 1 into the win zone. $500. $17,000. Drop zone 1.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Now, yes,
That is right
Yes.
where you want it.
yes.
It is. Oh, that is flat. That is flat.
That is flat.
It does not nudge the jackpot out, but it is going to nudge another 2 counters over the tipping point. Okay, you have $18,000.
Yeah.
I have a little proposition for you.
Oh, I knew it.
Here's what I'm going to do. Normally, when we play tipping point, normally when we do this,
Yeah.
I would ask if you want to risk all of your winnings for 3 more counters. Because this is the Game Show Marathon, and we want you to at least leave with a little bit of something, we're going to ask you, if you want to risk half of your bank. You would be risking $9,000. If you decide to give me back half of your bank, I will give you 3 more counters. Here's the catch, though. All of the other counters in the machine will be worthless, except for the jackpot counter.
You know what?
If you do not get the jackpot counter out, you leave with just the $9,000 plus the groceries for a year that you won earlier in the game. So what do you want to do? You want to take the $18,000, the groceries for a year, and stop here? Or do you want to risk half of your $18,000 for 3 more counters for $100,000?
You know what? I'm going to stop and take the money.
He's going to stop and take the money. All right, so you're going to take the money. You're going to leave us with $18,000 plus the groceries for a year. That gives you a total for this evening of $20,400. We are inquiring minds around here. We are inquiring
I kind
minds.
of figured we have to get to this game. Huh?
Let's see exactly what would have happened.
Drop 1.
Oh, no.
Okay, it's rolling. That might end up being a filler there.
That could be a filler there.
Okay. Obviously, these wouldn't have been worth anything. Ignore the $500 connotations there. All right.
Drop 2.
Drop number 2 is right there, right where you didn't want it, right where you would have wanted it to go.
Yeah.
There goes the jackpot counter.
Oh, no.
Fills the gap.
This is the 3rd and final drop.
3rd and final drop.
I
think you may have made the right choice here.
Oh, maybe.
Oh, that would not have done it. You made the right choice.
Oh.
Congratulations, Nels. $20,400. When we add that to the money you have won from Split on night 1, so far your total here on the Game Show Marathon, $37,567. We're going to take that $20,400. We're going to add that to our jackpot. That makes the jackpot so far $299,401, and that will be climbing and building as the week progresses. I want to thank Nels for being a wonderful contestant, great winner. We will see you later on in the semifinals of the Game Show Marathon. I want to thank Scott and Doug for being brilliant contestants. I want to thank Brandon Scruggs for giving me the opportunity to host this. And most importantly, I want to thank all of you for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe at MVG's channel. We're trying to help our friend here get a lot of subs and get a lot of eyes on the channel. So if you like what you see, hit the sub button, hit the like button, ring the notification bell so that you can get updated on future videos. We'll be seeing Nels a little later on in the week in the semifinals. And as for our remaining contestants, I want to point out that later on this week, we will have Net Poker starring Scott Michaels. That will be on our next edition of the Game Show Marathon. And following that, Turd Ferguson and Brandon Scruggs present Win MVG's Money. That's going to be a lot of fun on the Game Show Marathon. So we hope you'll join us then. For everybody here at MVG Productions, my name is Hunter Dillon. And that is it. Don't go over the tipping point now. We'll see you tomorrow night for night 3 of Game Show Marathon. From all of us here, take care and good night, everybody.
This is Kevin Henry speaking for Game Show Marathon. A presentation of MVG Productions.